What's good? What's good? It's your boy DJ Creep back with another episode of The Feds is Watching. The hate no, wait, what Jesus say? The haters is watching. The Feds is too. Hey man. Nothing but great stories I got for y'all. Hold on one second. I got for y'all. I tried to get up earlier this morning to get all these stories together, but sometimes it doesn't work out. It doesn't work out. But I'm gonna try to go live tonight. We're gonna be playing some music tonight. I'm kind of in a music playing mood tonight, so we're gonna get to it. But first things first, let's get to the first stories of the day. Here we go. Stephen A. Smith doubles down on saying he would have swung on LeBron James if he touched him. I would have gotten my A kicked thoroughly. He says, nice try, folks. On my show, I said I would have swung on LeBron, aka King James, if he had slapped me. Like lots of y'all said, I was scared he would have done a few weeks ago. I also said immediately after that, I would have gotten my butt kicked thoroughly by the 6'8", 250-pound Goliath. Dang, he only 250? Hey, that's kind of lightweight for somebody that's 6'8", but I guess it's all muscle. But folks just left that part out of my YouTube sentence out. He said, okay, have fun. Now, if you don't know, man, this back and forth between LeBron and Stephen A. Smith have just been going on and on. I just think this is typical of Stephen A. Smith. He's not wrong for being an analyst. That's his job, analyze sports. But why are you getting so personal? I think Stephen A. Smith understands clicks and views and drama. And I think, what's up, y'all? I see people coming in. What's good, y'all? But I think, and I can't see y'all. I'm getting my chat fixed, and I'm getting my call stuff fixed so y'all could call in. Man, it's difficult because you gotta have good internet, which I got, but you always have to have it set up right. But I think Stephen A. Smith knows about this social media era. I think he's very well aware of it. And I think he's definitely playing into this role. Y'all check this out.
But don't the truth matter? Because there's one person in this ordeal that's telling the truth, and it's me. I don't lie to y'all. His ass lies a lot. And there's a lot of shady stuff that he does. And one of the things is his passive aggressiveness and the two-facedness and smile in your face and dig you behind the back. I happen to know that about him, which is why I don't like him. And he don't like me. But it doesn't stop me from being fair and calling it like...
Wait. If you say you're being fair by admitting you don't like them because of a personal issue, because you're calling out these sports guys and then they responded, but you say you're being fair. You talking about his son and his father and skills, but you say you're being fair. I don't think that's fair. These people are ridiculous. I don't know what be going on with these guys.
We ain't exchanging Christmas gifts. We ain't having Thanksgiving dinner together. What you bring your son up in there for? What you bring your family up in there before? You gonna go on Pat McAfee show talk about you gonna protect your house? What you talking about? But don't the truth matter?
He's telling a dude can't protect. This is why I hate this era. Now you can't protect your own household by doing what you got to do. Stephen A. Smith knows better than this. He knows better than this.
And I just want to say for the record, LeBron James is full of it. And in this particular instance, as it pertains to his son, he is a liar. And he went on national television today and he lied again. You see, when he approached me while I was sitting courtside at that game against the New York Knicks, when he rolled up on me, I didn't know he was going to roll up on me. I had no idea.
I gotta stop it again. And the only reason I keep stopping it is because I want to get all this straight before I even go to the end. You talked about this man's son, and you talked about his father's skills, but you act like you didn't know somebody was going to confront you. What world do we live in that everybody's scared of Stephen A. Smith? I don't know how y'all defend Stephen A. Smith. I'm sorry. Yeah, this dude is bogus. He begged for people to beef with him. He finally get the beef. Now he's like, oh my God, he's lying. Oh my. This is, somebody put it in the comments. He's a sports DJ academics. Absolutely.
But when he said what he had to say, I was in no position to give any kind of retort without making a scene. It was during the third quarter. It was fresh out of a timeout. It was him walking to the basketball court. It was
hold on. And this is the dude who said, hey, yeah, none of y'all want to come confront me. Come and confront me. I've been saying it. If you really stand on your bit, this is the same guy. What the? I swear, when y'all be on the internet, y'all be getting gaslit. Y'all be getting, I have to, because I cover these stories, I have to look at all this. I'm going to play that compilation again for y'all the next time he do this. I don't have it on. I do have it, but I got to look through my archives, and I don't feel like doing that right now.
It was on national television. The cameras were rolling, and had I done something, what do y'all want me to do? You want me to act? You want this to be a reincarnation of Chris Rock and Will Smith?
Yeah. You asked for it.
And I just want to say for the record, LeBron James is full of it. And in this particular instance, as it pertains to his son, he is a liar. And he went on national television today and he lied again. I have not been talking about Bronny James. I have not, as LeBron James accused me of doing to my face, been shitting on his son. I clapped back at D Wade and Melo, two brothers I love dearly, when they were talking about this, even though 99%.
What is this guy? What is he? I hope in my later years, I'm already, in my midlife crisis. But I hope in my later years, I just don't be saying stuff that don't make any sense. This is one of the reasons why LeBron came at you. This dude is, hey man.
Percent of the stuff they said was right. It was not clapping back at his son. Your second round pick, 55th overall. There's been plenty of second round picks that have to work their way up through the ranks before getting to the pro level. Me pointing that out about his son and talking about how his son has been pushed to the forefront, thereby put in a line of fire for folks in the media to come at him, is not denigrating his son. It's simply highlighting what we all knew, which is that he's not ready yet. But based on what we've seen from Bronny recently, there are indications that he will be. I have not.
Stephen A. Smith I could see, this is the thing. I could see with Bronny, if he was drafted like a second round draft pick or so. He was like the, 55th? But you worried about what Bronny do. I have not seen Stephen A. Smith talk about any other 55th draft pick. What is going on? Obviously, from his high school into college, he wasn't as good as his dad. We already knew that. That's why he was 55th. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. This dude is insane. And I'm going to be honest with you. If Bronny was getting a starting position, if he was playing like the whole games, like I could see that. That is fair for you to say, a lot of stuff about Bronny. But we already know Bronny was not going to be it. He was 55th, bruh. Like, when in the Olympics, do we worry about the 25th person that crossed that finish line? No. Just because he's LeBron's son, I would not be worried about LeBron James' son unless he was doing something crazy. LeBron's son is not controversial at all. We know if he's 55th, it's going to take him a while to get to that pro level. Now, did his dad have something to do with him fast tracking it? Yes. You go to any job, I can guarantee on any job you've ever been at, it's one or two people there that's related to the big boss. I can guarantee that. I can guarantee that. But we have a black man accosting another black man because he did what every other person with power does. Look at Trump. Trump pulled his whole family into the White House. Like, so we got to choose better arguments than that. Like, Stephen A. Smith is wild. He's wild. He's wild.
And as LeBron James pointed out on the Pat McAfee show today, it's probably sooner than later because his growth and his maturation from just a year ago has happened by leaps and bounds. Nothing but respect and appreciation. Wishing Bronny nothing but the best. This is not about Bronny. This is about LeBron. This is about LeBron. Of course I talk about him. Of course I talk about anything relevant in the news.
Once again, Bronny is not relevant. He don't even get his own point. If you're talking about Bronny, you're talking about somebody who's not really relevant in the game right now. He's only relevant because he's LeBron James' son. So if you bring up LeBron James' son in a bad way, it's because you hating on him. We know he ain't gonna be Steph Curry. This is for clicks and views. It gotta be. Because common sense evades Stephen A. Smith. And I like Stephen A. Smith is a legend. He's the GOAT. But he understands this game. He understands this game.
LeBron James continues to lie. He hoodwinked y'all into thinking that he was upset about criticism about his son. If your son is a professional basketball player, and I was talking about your son as a basketball player, since you just went on Pat McAfee's show and said you would never knock anybody for talking about the game, then what is it that I said? And as LeBron James pointed out on the Pat McAfee show today, it's probably sooner than later because his growth.
Which leads obviously to you and Stephen.
Okay, here go LeBron talking about it. Here we go.
Hey. Hey, legit. That feels like a moment that had been brewing for a long time.
He's like on a Taylor Swift tour run right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, we're watching it. Yep. We're all seeing it.
Oh yeah,
you're seeing it as well.
He literally, it started off with, I didn't want to address it.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't want to address it. I wasn't going to address it, but since the video came out, I feel the need to address it.
Yeah, well, viral. You would be not to talk about it.
Are you kidding me? If there's one person that couldn't wait to the video to drop so you can address it, it's your ass. Like, seriously.
Facts. This is facts.
And like another, he completely like missed the whole point. The whole point.
Absolutely.
Never would I ever not allow people to talk about the sport, criticize players about what they do on the court. That is your job, to criticize, or
which leads obviously to you and Stephen.
Criticize, or to be in a position where, okay, if a guy's not performing, that is all part of the game. That's all part of the game. But when you take it and you get personal with it, it's my job to not only protect my damn household, but protect the players. And I think a lot of the media, including him, and I know he's gonna be happy as hell. He's gonna be smiling from ear to ear when he hears me talking about him again. Oh my God, he's gonna get home and grab some ice cream out of the fucking freezer and sit in his chair.
And LeBron is funny, but I would say this: criticism goes both ways. So if Stephen A. can hop on here and make a living out of criticizing players, the players have a right to criticize Stephen A. Smith back. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to stop this of not letting the players say what they want to say back. If Stephen A.'s job is to make money off talking smack about the players should be able to respond. And this is what I think is one of LeBron's strongest moments. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I think Jordan is the most important player of all time. Even though LeBron has passed Jordan on a lot of stats, I think Jordan's the most important player because he changed everything about basketball. And it's gonna be other people who do great things like LeBron has done, but I don't think there'll be another Jordan who actually changed everything about basketball, including the marketing, the way players are promoted, the way how players are getting money. I think that was just because Michael Jordan was right there at the beginning, you know. And Stephen, man, come on, man.
And his tighty whities on the couch.
I hope at some point you two do get a chance.
Yeah, like,
but you're right.
Dude, like, relax, bro. Like, relax. Like, seriously. Criticize or to.
What do you make of LeBron confronting you in the aftermath of that situation?
I thought it was weak. I thought it was some bullshit. But in the moment, I knew that I was listening to a father. Here's what happened.
All right, I'm not gonna play all that, but moral of the story is, I really think Stephen A. Smith likes being famous. He's one of them dudes. You could tell he's an attention grabber. And don't get me wrong, y'all. He is good at what he does. He is good. He is good. Stephen A. Smith is a good sports analyst and a person who can criticize the game. He knows the game. Has he ever played? I don't know. Is he any good at any sports? Probably not. But he does know what he's talking about. But also you got to have ratings and things like that. And Stephen A. Smith is just one of those guys who I think overall he knows how to get ratings, and he knows that you're beefing with the biggest basketball player possibly ever. You know what I'm saying? So he knows this type of banter, like LeBron was saying in the other clip. He know this type of banter gonna get him the clicks, the views, and people talking about it. So I do commend Stephen A. Smith for that. I just think it's sad that he made it into a thing where, you know, two black men. LeBron's doing something great with it for his family. You gotta like make things a little bit more even and fair, and don't make people think this is a bad thing LeBron is doing. LeBron is not doing a bad thing. LeBron is helping his family. If I can help my son make $1 million, I don't care where it's at. NBA, NFL, NHL. I do not care. I'm gonna help my son make $1 million. And if you disagree, then something wrong with you. Something wrong with you, bro. But I'm gonna go on to the next story, man, because I feel very strongly about that, because I have sons and I have daughters. And I feel very strongly about when people get on here and just being crazy, you know what I'm saying, for no reason. Next up on the wide world of Adam 22, academics accuses Wack of being a reason Big U was indicted last week. Y'all check this out. I think I played this before, but I don't care. I'm gonna play it again.
I will say, some of what you may have done may have helped with the timing, right? I think you.
What's that?
I think you tipping off Big U. I think that definitely.
I did what?
I think
Academic said you tipped off Big U. That's wild.
you going online and saying that, and the only reason I'm saying this is that if you ever read any federal indictment,
I did what? I tipped him off.
you tipped him off via
What
online.
did the lady say in the recording I sent you?
Well,
Please don't what?
please don't tell. But this is why I'm coming to this conclusion. So the way how these type of, especially murder, like we haven't seen the grand jury indictment. It has to go to grand jury. This was done through just a complaint, which means they usually go through this is a 4-year investigation. They're definitely going to grand jury. They only do, that's a quick way to get an indictment when an officer or an agent says, we need you to sign off on this that we can arrest them. I think that they think Big U is about to be on the run, honestly. Why would he be on the run? Whack is on everywhere. Yo, they're coming. End of the month. Like, and I thought he was capping. So, again, we're going to see the real...
Still?
No, I thought then.
How many times have I capped?
Man, you didn't like him, though. Plus, you're saying certain shit. I know you spoke to, or you had some information from the fam. Like, this is like, you should only know this if you're doing the investigation. But I get it. They told. All
right, let me stop it right there. For people who don't understand, of course the feds, man, I'm gonna tell you, the Fed watches everything. So them leaking information and giving certain people information, they know that it's gonna leak out. It's just simple math. But this is funny, man. Academics is like tired whacking to it, and I'm gonna explain something later on. Hold on.
Told the people. So we're gonna get the real indictment very soon.
Yeah.
But the way they did it is usually to prevent. They did it to Dirk because Dirk was gonna board a plane. I will say,
all right. I'm gonna be honest. Wack Academics is being very nice to Wack. He's accusing him of setting Big U up, and I'll be honest with you. Absolutely. You don't think you have information on your ops and you're not gonna leak information to make it seem worse than what it is? This is Wack's whole game plan, man. Wack, I'm gonna tell you, Wack try to find out information through whoever he finds out. People come to him with information. That's cool, whatever. He uses that information because he knows, Wack knows the feds is watching. So when you say stuff and when your business get out there, Wack knows the feds gonna put pressure on whatever information he gets, especially if he could point it at somebody. And that's been Wack's move. And I just been watching this crash out, man. This is the gangster nigga crash out. 2025 gonna be known as the gangster nigga crash out. And hold on, I got some other stuff I gotta play with No Jumper and everything, because they were calling cap on a lot. I was calling cap on a lot of stuff. I just think Wack knows that at any moment the stuff he says eventually will get picked up and will be circulated. You know what I'm saying? And Wack I'm gonna tell you, Wack is ahead of the curve. He's playing like 4D chess right now. You know what I'm saying? Because when they came to Adam's house, y'all check this out. This is, hey man, Adam 22 the feds, man. Y'all leave Adam 22 alone, man. Run away from this nigga.
That was cap. But for the record, the feds, when they did come, they only wanted one thing, and I feel like this will be of special interest to you. They wanted the cease and desist from Big U in regards to Loose Cannon's first appearance on No Jumper, in which Loose basically implicated Big U in the murder of the late great Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. And did you give them the cease and desist?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Well, there you have it. So with that being said, I'm sure they're going to do their due diligence to see what that's about. But obviously, if, Big U, is innocent, I don't know why he would want to cease and desist, but that's his business, not ours. But what I can tell you is my husband does not deal with Big U. He does not like Big U. He has not spoken to him in years. So all of these implications and allegations are false. I will say that. And second of all,
that was cap. But for the
all right, this is where Adam 22 becomes the feds. He's gonna give them all and any information. So Wack used Loose Cannon, right? Wack used Loose Cannon because he know Loose was one of the closest people to Big U. You know what I'm saying? And Big U made a lot of mistakes. I can't front. Wack knew, that's why y'all never see Wack losing his temper and going out of control with Loose Cannon, because Loose Cannon is the one person that knows about what Wack was, I mean, not Wack, but Big U was doing. And that's why Wack was holding Loose Cannon down. That's why Wack introduced Loose Cannon to DJ Academics. This Wack strategy into taking Big U down is amazing. Think about it. He already read most of the people's paperwork pertaining to Brick Baby. He already knew what was going on with Big U. He know the cases were coming. You see what I'm saying? He know the cases was coming. So the best thing to do, okay, Loose Cannon and Big U are not rocking with each other. Let me get Loose Cannon. Let me introduce him to Adam 22. Let me introduce him to DJ Academics. Guess what? Now Loose Cannon is telling his side of the story. Mind you, Wack already read the paperwork from 2 or 3 years ago, knowing everybody was going to get picked up eventually, because all those cases and stuff became Fed cases. Wack 100 is playing 40 chess. And I've been looking, I just been looking. I'm like, man, why is Wack always pulling people's paperwork? And notice it's always mostly the Crips. It's always mostly the Crips. Wack been playing a game, y'all. Y'all don't understand. And Wack built his 100 business around the paperwork with the Crips. I'm trying to tell y'all, pay attention to how Wack is always positioning himself. Even though he be wanting to go off on academics, he don't go out off academics either. It's because he knows he needs them into taking down these organizations and these people that he don't like. Every time he don't like you or he have a problem or a real problem, he's gonna pull that paperwork. He pulled the paperwork with BG. He's pulling all gangsters. He's pulling that paperwork, especially if he don't like you. Wack 100 is the key to take. Man, he is taking his enemies down. He is and again, the feds is gonna always leak this stuff. They understand what these podcasts can do for them. They understand that all these gangsters, these thugs, these whoever's, they looking for clout. They looking for a chance to tell their story to get views and clicks. But the problem is these gangsters ain't monetizing their own stories. They going to platforms like DJ Academics. They're going to No Jumper. They're going to Vlad TV and getting caught up. But you got to Wack 100 notice, okay, I could take their stories, get rid of all my competitors, and make some money. I'm telling you, Wack 100 has a way of doing things that's crazy right now, dog. I've been watching Wack. I was like, oh, this is what he doing. This is what he doing. Like he called out the Brick Baby gun case. Brick Baby got caught with a what they say, a chopper. And he knew it was a matter of time before the feds picked it up and before the feds came and got him. That's why he went hard on Brick Baby. He knew they were coming. Y'all go back through all that stuff when he said, I didn't know about it. I didn't know about it. Dog, I'm trying to tell you. This is Wack 100 is playing a crazy game right now, y'all. I let me see if I got anything else on that. Let's see. I don't even know. But yeah, that's the main things out of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't got nothing else new because everything else is old or pending. But I want y'all to pay close attention to what Wack 100 doing. Matter of fact, I got one more on Brick Baby. It said Brick Baby calls Remo from the feds and denies rumors of being stabbed. Now, there is rumors of him being stabbed, but he didn't get stabbed. He didn't get stabbed. Here we go.
Live from the feds, and ain't shit happening with the Brick gang. We do shit to people. We the people. We ain't, you know what I mean? We ain't going for none of that. I heard there's some shit going viral talking about a nigga that did something to a nigga, man. 6'7". Nigga ain't out the way, man. Come on, man. The nigga ain't touched me.
Man, come on, man. You already know. They on there. It's a whole bunch of rumors flying around. They said you got hit up in there, all type of shit.
Man, I'm that guy, dude. Like, not like that, though, bro. But you know what I mean? Unfortunately, this where I grew up at, gang. So this like second nature to a nigga. But it's all gravy. We right.
This call is from a federal prison.
It ain't what a nigga think it is. We're live from the feds, and think it is. A nigga be back soon. They probably gonna give a nigga a bail soon.
Oh, y'all notice he said we don't get shit done to us. We do shit to people. Why you gonna keep talking like that, bro? You in the feds, and that's what you say on the phone. I'm trying to tell you, Brit Baby is a little cuckoo. that nigga crazy, dog. Like, why would you say that on the phone when you know you had a Fed case? When you know you getting picked up because of stuff you saying on No Jumper. And this is the other kicker with Brick Baby. He was caught on camera with his pistol on him. He was caught on camera with his pistol on him. And, you know, I don't know what kind of, you know what I'm saying, situation he got going on, but you can't get caught on camera if you're a felon. You can't get caught on camera with no pistol. That's what they got Lil Boosie for. Lil Boosie did, I think he did about 4 years for a pistol. In the video. I think they did NBA Youngboy like that too. So Adam 22 is the feds, yo. Adam 22 is right. It's the thing you do right before you go to prison. Hey, y'all, I'm finna do a Adam 20. Soon as a nigga tell you he doing an Adam 22 podcast and going to Vlad TV, then going to DJ Academics, run from that nigga. Run from him. Because that nigga might have some cases. And I ain't talking about closed cases. I'm talking about open cases, nigga. Hey, you going where? Oh, nigga, I'm about to dip, nigga. You Vlad TV too? Adam 22? Nigga, what you finna talk about? Dip away from the niggas. And I ain't laughing at no nigga being in jail, dog. I think it's just hella crazy that people don't see it, man. Whack 100 is playing a game. He is playing a game, dog. And I'm gonna be honest with you, he is winning. He is winning. What else I want to play? I want to play this interview with BG, the homie BG. I try to put, it ain't enough South news, so I try to put enough South news in here too. BG talks about how he's the creator in hip hop of the term, the slang word, or the whatever, stepper or stepped on or whatever. Y'all check this out. Let me know what y'all think. Cause I do remember back in the day, BG talking about, you know, being a stepper. Here we go.
When everybody, a lot of the rappers today, G's be saying like stepper get stepped on and they steppers and this and that. Mm-hmm. But to me, you the first person that ever heard say like stepper get stepped on in my city. Right, you said it on like a lot of songs. Even Juve said not a boss, not a what he said, not another nigga threw across in the boss, need a nigga step on. Yeah, so how if I could. So what made you like start saying that? Because everybody say it now, but you originated it.
I mean, for real, you know, this shit niggas been stepping in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Like so. You know, it was killer be killed, you know, stepper get stepped on, you know, like it's just a lot of lingo like that just come out, you know what I'm saying, from a nigga just, you know, being swagged out and talking like they talk and, you know, spitting it how they spit it, but yeah, I've been talking about stepping since like 96, man. Right.
Yeah, you definitely coined that because, like I said, a lot of people be saying it, but I'm like, nah. I was on CT arguing about, man, you think everything come from New Orleans? I guess the Bible came from New Orleans. So I'm like, no, but Jesus was saying, but if you when everybody, a lot of the rappers today.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of the lingo that these young kids use today are terms that older generations have used or may have not used as much, and they just re-stamp it. Because a lot of times, a lot of words, people don't even know where they come from. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I could remember, you know, I don't want to call him Jeezy because, you know, that's his nickname, but, you know, Jeezy, I'm talking about the other Jeezy, but I'm gonna call him BG. I could remember it. I'm not gonna cap. Now, the slang stepper or stepped on or whatever, I could almost remember. I'm gonna be honest with you, and this might be a little controversial. I could remember 8 Ball and MJG saying, you know what I'm saying? Not to throw no shade, because if y'all don't remember in I think it was Mr. Big or somewhere, he would be like, sleep or get slept on, get on, get something tone or did it. I could remember that. So that stepper word, that stepper slang, that stepped on, it's been around. It's been around. It may not it's been prominent, but I can remember in Memphis. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all got to give Memphis some credit. Memphis put out a lot of words and a lot of slang, a lot of things that people don't even know where they got it from or where they heard it from. So I could give BG credit for making it a little bit more popular in Louisiana and stuff. But I will say I've heard that on a lot of old tapes. A lot of old tapes. You know, but I'm not gonna take nothing away from BG because I absolutely do remember this. You know what I'm saying?
Go back and do your homework and check the, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's right there for you to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
they ain't nothing new. Like, niggas been stepping in the city, man.
How you felt about that? Like when y'all did blow up big in the rap game, and then you got Missy and them.
Go back and do your homework and check the, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's right there for you to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't nothing new. Like, niggas been stepping in the city, man.
How you felt about that? Like when y'all did blow up big in the rap game, and then you got Missy and them.
Go back and do your.
All right, now this is he's gonna say a little bit more about it. Here we go.
I'm gonna address this one last time because people keep getting confused where the word stepper came from. People say stepper in hip hop, stepper, big stepper, step on, and all that. The reason I'm doing this because my little cousin would argue me down, saying, man, young boy, the one was saying stepper first and all that. And no, man, Kodak Black was saying stepper and all that. I was like, Baton Rouge.
How you gonna say young boy and Kodak Black was saying stepper first? I disagree with that wholeheartedly.
I bought the research to maybe Kodak and them and all that, but no. It was from New Orleans. 1997, BG recorded an album called It's All On You Volume 1. On that song and on the hook, he said, in my city's a struggle, we hustle, live large, you step or get stepped on, times is hard. That's
like I said, I had to keep cutting it short, but again, I remember creep to get crept on, step or get stepped on, creep or get crept on, or some 8 Ball keep a tone. Nah, that come from Mr. Big. But like I said, the word stepper, BG may have popularized it because they were saying it a lot. They were saying it a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I give them that regard. But you're absolutely not correct about the first time it was said, because it was said stepper was said a long time ago.
Song It's All On You Volume 1. Now on Volume 2, he had a song called 6 Figures. Listen to 6 Figures, he said it on there. And on Check Me.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna say. Nah, I ain't even gonna play it. I might get cut off. If I play this music, I'll probably get cut off. I ain't trying to get cut off, y'all. But I will say this, man. I give Cash Money, BG, man, all the credit in the world from doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to start like really upholding these OGs who really put in the time and the work for these newer generation rappers to do their thing. Next up on the list, y'all check this out, man. Just hilarious. I don't know. This woman will talk about other people, but she gets mad when somebody talks about her. Y'all check out the way this woman is talking about Big Meech and all that. Lil Meech.
It was announced that you got the job. Ocho and Al Nightcap was talking about it. And I said some comments and it went viral. And I said that, hey, Ocho, she nice. She nice.
Okay, wait. This is his apology. Hold on. We ain't gonna play that right now. Hold on. This is live. Nah, we ain't gonna play the apology right now. I'm looking for the other one. Where Just Hilarious is popping her shiznit. Hold on. We gonna go through here. Cause I gotta play the right one. Okay, here we go. My bad, y'all. We're gonna play the right one. It said Just Hilarious on 50 Cent Lil Beat Lil Meech being musty, Summer Walker beef. This woman is crazy, yo. I'm gonna say what I got to say at the end.
But you had a little, you and Lil Meech had a little issue. Y'all resolved that?
No, I think he got other stuff to do now. Like he got some other resolving he needs to do at this point. But he had came to Wildin' Out.
Yeah.
And he's a little busty. Yeah.
Oh,
and he, that's all I said, but I didn't say it first. I ain't even going there. Hey, y'all, Lil Meech musty. It was somebody else.
But you said it.
From another city. No, I co-signed it.
All right. Y'all see how this woman is? Y'all already with the.
Oh, okay.
All right. I said,
so you responsible.
He did smell that one time that he was up there.
Because it's like if you get an apartment and you can't get it and I co-sign it, you don't pay for it, who they gonna hit up?
Yeah. So they but it was one of his fans who he did a club hosting and she had went online and she had said, Lord, me stank. And then we reported it up at
the Breakfast Club. See, I don't have an issue with her saying what she's saying, but I do have an issue with her acting like she's a victim. If you're this open with talking about people, you gotta know if you criticize people and talk about people and have people name in your mouth, they're gonna do the same thing. And that's why she was dang near crying during that live.
At the Breakfast Club, and I said, well, he did have a little stench when he came up at Wildin' Out. It wasn't nothing too crazy. He could have been out the night before and just didn't have time to hit the showers, but he got upset. But because he was with Summer Walker. Yeah, you need to tell him they got wipes. But I got the wipes.
Whoa. So Summer Walker came to his defense and came at you?
Yeah, man. She was like, she ain't like come at me crazy, but when Summer be in love, she be in love, and it don't matter what them guys do. She gonna go to bat for them guys, right? Now, she had came out and she was just like, this little girl want him or something like that. I'm like, little girl, baby, excuse me. But around my birthday, right? This is CIAA weekend. This was 2 years ago. I had a birthday party and Lil Meech was in town for CIAA. He was doing a party right down the street from my birthday party. I DM'd him and said, hey, because I wanted some more star power at my party. I said, hey, I don't know what you're doing after your party, but if you want to stop past my birthday party, we do have a section for you or whatever, something like that.
All right. Now, this is the same person you talking about was musty and stuff. Like, she got a bad attitude, yo. She got a bad attitude. This is the person that you need to avoid. You got a bad attitude, yo. You gonna talk smack about somebody. You never know what a person going through. You know what I'm saying? He might been going through something. You talk about him, but invite him to your birthday party. People are awful, man.
This man screenshotted that and posted it after I said that he was a little musty, like I was trying to get with him. And then what I got mad at Summer about was,
okay, you admitted you was talking crazy about him. He reposted it. It's because you were talking about him. She said it like, oh my God, I can't believe he did that. No, he's doing that to get back at you. This is how delusional Jess Hilarious is. And I don't have a problem with Jess. I actually think she's kind of funny. But this is a woman's delusion. You talk smack about somebody, but then you think it's cool for you to invite them to a party that you're hosting. Tell them, yeah, just come on up here. I don't know. That's why these rappers, these entertainers, I be laughing. I'm sorry. They really think that nobody won't do something to them or retaliate. They think just because they who they are, that nobody has a right to say nothing back to them. Of course he did that because it was dead wrong. You talked about that man, didn't holler at that man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even try to talk to him first. It's like, hey, well, I'm sorry for what I did or what I said. I was just reporting the news, blah, blah, blah. Of course I retaliate. And then you get mad at his girl at the time, Summer Walker, taking up for him. This is woman delusion 101. This is woman delusion. Like she didn't have a reason. You literally talking about somebody on air to millions of people, Ask him to come to your party and then get mad when they be like, nah, they retaliate and say something bad. This is crazy. If y'all don't understand how crazy this is, y'all don't understand. This is not every woman, but this is madness. This is a person who ain't got it all up here. I would never, after I talked about somebody on the radio with millions of people listening, I would never invite them to my house or to a party or to the club or to an event or whatever. That's 100% clout chasing. And Summer Walker and Lil Meech was in the right. They were in the right. They were in the right. You retaliate against people like that. That's why, again, I think Jess Lair is kind of funny, but I don't like her attitude. I don't like her attitude at all, yo. That's to me, that's how shady people, and that's a lot of industry niggas act. That's why I don't fuck with them. A lot of industry dudes act like this, and women. They act like this. They'll talk about you. They'll be like, "Hey man, come to the party." Then expect like, "Why you hating on me?" Nah, bro. You're like, Lil Meech didn't even do nothing to. Lil Meech didn't do nothing to her, and she admitted that she was hating on him or talking about him or whatever. Delusion. This is delusion at its finest. I think social media had gotten to the point where people think there's this person in their head and don't know. Like, you sound like an idiot. She sounds like an idiot. Here we go.
You so damn dumb. You think that was me trying to get at him? If I was...
Again, why would you say she's trying to get at him? They did that because they were retaliating, you dumbass. She don't even get it. God.
Summer, I'd have been like, no, babe, this ain't nothing to use. This is not, like, you can't post this. If you gonna come at her, but she ain't trying to get with you here. Like, come on, let's just use your mind as a woman or your heart as a woman. Like, I wasn't trying to get with that little boy. He look.
Y'all see how she tried to twist it as, oh, well, you trying to get with me, I was trying to get with you. Why is this conversation about it? Obviously, they know that. People sound crazy. They sound good in their head, but I believe social media is making people sick. I really do. I think that social media is making people believe a fake thing about themselves and other people, and they can't comprehend the realness out in the world. I really think so, because it sounds stupid. You're gonna come off and be like, hey, I don't know why she was mad at me. I just said he stank. If you come after somebody they love, then they gonna come at you. Period, point blank. True or not, even if it's fake, if it's true, whatever.
Look like Rob Schneider. You know, the guy, the Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo.
Nah, he look like Rob.
She
But
call
just
you a
the
lot of
black
names
version.
and say you.
No, did she call me a lot of names? I think she just said this little girl with this something.
She called you ugly.
She called me ugly. Oh my God.
And you one chromosome away.
I didn't even know she even said that word. She said one chromosome away from what?
There's 2 chromosomes if you me.
I'm gonna pray for her too.
I'm glad you didn't know that.
I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad that you told me.
No, let it go.
Hey,
That was
it
years
is
ago.
let go. But I had no idea
Let it go.
that she tried to call me one of them.
Let it go.
All right. That's what he did. He let it go, and then she had to move on. And after all of that cousin wasn't that cousin. That cousin was somebody he was dealing with. So he let your ass go.
See, there you go.
I can't believe she said that. What's the next question?
Delusion. She has a strong case of delusion. She really does. I'm probably going to be doing more stories on her because I really have to double down on the delusion of people. Let's see. What is this? Let's see. I'm gonna see what Unc and Ocho had to say about LeBron. Here we go. We're gonna play this real quick.
Me,
I wish Stephen A would just left it alone. Once he addressed it, once it happened,
the first time,
address it. This is what happened. He came over to me, said what he said. I want to address it now, and I'm going to be done with it.
Right.
Because as my grandma used to say, boy, stirring up old ish, it still smells. So every time Stephen A talks about it, it stirs it up again.
Reignites.
And look, I see both sides. I see both sides of the equation.
Yeah.
But Stephen A just need to let it go. He needs to let it go. And now he's like, well, if he'd hit him, I don't think LeBron was coming to hit you. LeBron was coming to tell you, bro, just stop talking about my son.
Right.
He said, because you said, oh, as a father, now you're making it personal. You're making it personal because now you're making it seem, and this is how LeBron, I think, took it. You making it seem that I'm not a good father, that I'm not putting my son in a position to be successful.
Facts.
And so you're pushing this. And so LeBron took it a certain way. And am I surprised LeBron responded the way he did so publicly? Because LeBron is a very private person.
Yes, sir.
He might have an issue with someone and you will never know it.
You'll never know it, yeah.
You'll never know it. So, and so for him to do that at a game, and it wasn't after the game, it wasn't before the game, it was the third quarter during a timeout.
Right.
Lets you know how upset he was at Stephen A and what Stephen A had been saying. But at this point in time, I understand LeBron, they asked LeBron about this, but if I'm Stephen A, hey, guys, I've already addressed that. He said what he said. I understood his point. I said what I said. Now it's time to move on.
Right.
Look, it's not going to stop me from talking about LeBron James, the basketball player on the court. But the incident, I feel that.
All right, he ain't saying nothing new. He ain't saying nothing. I don't even want to beat this into the ground. He ain't saying nothing new. I thought he was going to say something different. But I think overall, you know, with the LeBron thing, man, you just got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? What we got? Let me go through here. All right, this is Lil Boosie opening up about his son doing jail time. Y'all check this out.
Enjoy it.
Get ready to go through it, bro.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
Because that was my first time experiencing that.
Right.
I've been there. I've served plenty time.
Right.
Now stuff was in my mind thinking what I done saw in jail.
Right.
Now I'm like, bro, I gotta get my son out there, bro.
Right.
I got that feeling. I never had that feeling of a child, one of my children being in jail.
Right.
That shit hit me, bro. But I'm like,
Right.
I'm glad I'm financially stable. Bro.
No.
Yeah.
Now speaking of the law, there were incidents where like every time you was on the highway, I don't know if you was in Florida or wherever you was at, these cops kept pulling you over, and then to the point where you was out on the highway, damn near performing. Like what is that? Was that a group of selective cops or?
Yeah, that was like a country town I used to be riding through to get to where I had to go to.
Right.
But and then I was in my fleet of cars, so I just get rid of those problems. I just sold most of my cars.
That's crazy. You got to do that.
Enjoy it.
Get ready.
I will say this. When he talks about his son getting locked up, you know, this is a real thing, man. The stuff that you go through, you want to avoid your children going through that same stuff. So you try to provide something better. And I think that's very a good statement, a very candid thing to say. And I know the feeling. You know, you don't want your kids. Again, I have kids. You don't want your kids to be locked up. You don't want the things you've seen and you experienced in your lifetime in jail and all that. You don't want your kids to go through that. You don't. And I think this is part of Boosie's growth. You know what I'm saying? His grown man conversations. I think it's dope. I think it's a learning lesson for him. And if he could have did some things differently or better, he probably would have. But knowingly that it's nothing out there in the streets for you. That's why most street dudes, they want their kids to be better than them, you know, because we know what we went through in those situations. You know what I'm saying? And I think Boosie be he be putting out gems, man. He be putting out gems, even though he be having little problems here and there. He be putting out gems, and this is him talking about black women in hip hop. Y'all check this out.
So my second question to
It's
that
a hot girl world right
is this
now.
why you chose to make that song, you know, about black women? So maybe you popularize that type of talk, so people can say, "Hey, I can talk about a black woman in a positive."
Yes, I said, it was to motivate the
people to
the black and beautiful to show them that, cause if you listen to the words, I say I want to see you dressing classy, don't want to see you ratchet.
Right.
So I'm trying to motivate them not to be so much as.
Right. Okay.
Do you think
hot girl.
But do you think they want to hear that now? Because women,
It's not
push
what they want to
back.
hear. To me, it's what I want to teach.
That's okay. Okay.
I know you probably don't want to hear it.
That's a disclaimer.
Okay.
I know you don't want to hear this, but I'm doing it anyway.
But because I'm a teach.
Okay.
You know, I not only am I an artist.
So my second question to that
It's a
is,
hot girl world
is
right
this
now.
why you chose to make that song, you know, about black women? So maybe you popularize that type of talk, so people can say, "Hey, I can talk about a black woman in a positive."
Yes, like I said, it was to motivate the
people to
the black and beautiful.
And I do absolutely, you know what I'm saying, like what he's saying. And it's dope. It's dope, man. You know, we gotta the people who been through it all and can put out something positive and put out a message that's positive. Like sometimes I think people get caught up in like a lot of these dudes like they get caught up in the lifestyle of the dude, what he led, but also people miss the actual message. You know what I'm saying? People actually miss the message, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I don't think people need to just, you know what I'm saying, just take heed of the message, man. Take heed of the message, because some of these dudes have experiences that can like change your life if you actually listen to what's going on, if you actually recognize what these people are really saying, you know. And that's the thing I really think that people are missing. This is just in. Yellow Beezy, investigators say Yellow Beezy withdrew $40,000 from his account after Mo3 was killed. The shooter plans to testify against Yellow Beezy. What in the... Y'all check this out.
With the defendant being present and involved in this conversation. The state's witness will testify to the amount of money that was to be paid for the murder.
What?
A state's witness will testify to the individuals responsible for the payment. That state's witness will also testify that Marquise Conway was one of the individuals responsible for a portion of that payment. A state's witness will also testify to the individual who would receive this payment. The state's witness will testify that Keywan White was, in fact, the individual to receive this payment, who was originally indicted in State's Exhibit Number 1, the probable cause, which is before this court. The state's witness would also testify that Keywan White, or to who shot and killed Melvin Noble. This witness would also testify to Keywan White being the individual who shot and killed Mr. Noble on November 11th of 2020. Again, this conversation took place in the days following Mr. Noble's murder. The state has also had an opportunity to review bank records of the defendant, Marquise Conway. These records would show that the defendant drew 40,000.
Crazy, man. Crazy. Yellow Bees is in a lot of trouble, dog. Yellow Bees is in a lot of trouble. I'm not gonna hold you. Yellow Bees in a lot of trouble. If all this lines up like the lawyer says, I don't see him getting out. Yellow Bees, he might be doing life, dog. There's no way that you can get out of the situation. Like, man, come on, Yellow Beezy. We rock with you too. You know what I'm saying? We rock with you, but it is what it is. It ain't fair. It ain't fair in war. Wartime is wartime. This is actual new footage of Mo3 being, wet and chased by the alleged killer in the middle of I-35 in Dallas. Here we go. Woo. Man, I can't. Let me see. The reason I'm stopping is because some of this stuff. Oh, that's Mo3. That's dude. Okay, so he gets out the car. I can't play it all because YouTube is strict about violence and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? YouTube is very, very strict on that. But that's dude getting out the car, Mo3 jumping out, hopping out, running in the middle of the highway. That's crazy. That's crazy work. That's crazy, man. And Yellow Beezy is just in a lot of stuff right now, man. And the fact, y'all check this out. The fact that it says Texas rapper Yellow Beezy gets bond on new family violence charges. His bond is set at $2 million and $5,000. $2 million and $5,000. That's crazy, man. But the evidence is stacking up against him. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see a way where he is gonna make it out of here, because if that money lines up, that's evidence right there that he did set Mo3 up, and it's such disappointing. I'm even though I know what that lifestyle is, I still get disappointed at the people who make it out, but still get succumb to the ways of the internet and the world, and you know what I'm saying? Because Yellow Beezy was a good artist. He was a good artist, but the street stuff, you can't leave the street stuff alone sometimes. All right, this is academics on Kanye wearing his KKK hood. Oh my God, I hate this. Here we go.
How it goes? It's one continuous recording from the moment I get out of the car.
Don't edit.
And he,
don't edit it. I'm telling you, I know my bro.
He walks out and hops in an SUV to go to Japan. Like we were supposed to do it. Yeah, we're supposed to do it at his big studio, whatever, like his warehouse, wherever it is. And then he's
downtown,
like, yo, you're either going to have to come to Japan because people are trying to kill me or they're trying to put me in the hospital, and I'm going to Japan now. And
don't edit it.
And then I was like, all right, I could make it at this time. He's like, cool. He hits me back. He says, I'm leaving at this time. So I'm doubling there to get it. He gave me 40 minutes. He pretty much turned it to 120.
So he really think Jay-Z trying to kill him?
Yeah, he hates all of it.
Everybody betrayed him. You see that long list? We aren't on it.
I got to figure out. He took a White Lives Matter shirt off his back and gave me. I got to figure out what to do with it.
Frame it.
He made you wear it.
Huh?
Did you put it on? Would you wear the swastika shirt?
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, that's drip.
Hold on.
Drip.
No.
You better not wear it.
That's drip. You gotta do it for the drip. Drip or drown.
Let me ask you if this is drip.
Sure.
So again, everything's changing quickly because whatever's happening on Twitter is really happening in his real life, right? So he's like, yo, I'm headed to Japan. Fuck this. I need to go cool out there. People trying to kill me. if you don't get here now, you got to meet me in Japan. I'm like, all right, let's go get it. I'm rushing there, right? So I'm reading his message. He types very different, like, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And so he says, and I read it wrong the first time. He's like, yo, heads, like, he's like, heads, because usually I'm in group chat with him. He's like, heads, I'm about to wear my outfit. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, he's wearing his black outfit. Then I read it back again, and he was saying, yo, heads up, I'm wearing my black KKK fit. Does the whole interview in a black KKK fit.
Oh. No way, not with the hood on.
I mean, at this point in time, it's not shocking.
Wait. So he's got an all-black KKK outfit.
The entire time.
Is he wearing the head, the headpiece?
I'm looking through 2 holes in his eyes.
No.
This is literally how it goes.
Nah, I'll be honest with you. YouTube ain't gonna let this dude play that. So his interview probably is gonna be coming out on another platform. We probably still will see snippets of it because YouTubers will grab certain portions of it. And we already know you're not going to be able to do, because it's going to be considered probably hate or something like that, hate speech or something like that. So YouTube is not going to play that. YouTube will take that down. They will absolutely block academics from playing that. But I will say this. I can no longer support Kanye West. Once you start doing the swastika stuff, you're leaning into the swastika stuff, you're leaning into the KKK stuff. Both have had an effect on black people in general. You know, I got a rule of thumb. The things in our past, we should absolutely learn from them. We should know exactly what happened in history, but we also should prevent people from repeating the biggest mistakes. And leaning into stuff like that is just it's just leaning into a mistake and allowing people who really, really are racist. Do I think Kanye West is racist? No. But you're allowing those people who really believe in those ideologies to have a voice. And you're allowing them to have a big voice. So I can't support it. I don't care how creative you are, how much money you're making, or how much you're a billionaire, or how much Kanye West understands controversy and understands leaning into stuff for sales, clicks, views, whatever. And he understands the power of speaking freely. And I agree with all of that, except when you allow people who have done my particular race in a certain way. And yes, KKK have done black people in a certain way. Yes, we were affected by Nazis in Germany. We were affected by the things that were going on, because if you were black and over wherever you were, you got killed right along with the Jews. That's the thing people don't want to say. You got killed. You were black. You were just as bad as the Jews or whoever. You know what I'm saying? And this is not going to be one of these long TED Talks. But I can't support people who allow the ideology. I could see if he was wearing all that stuff and he spoke out against the people who do that and say, I'm going to make it into something different. I'm rocking with it. But I can't allow a black person to rock any of that and not speak out against the people who harmed them when they were wearing that outfit. And I totally get creativeness and the artistic vision, because I am creative. I'm an artist. I get it. But we ain't playing that game. I don't D-ride. But I will be looking forward to the DJ Academics interview. It will be interesting. I will eventually watch it. I'll probably watch a whole bunch of clips before I even watch the whole thing. But I probably will eventually watch it because, again, it's the content game. So everybody will be making content. So it is what it is. That is it for today, or for right now. Tonight, I'm playing some music. I'm going to get on my radio, my DJ stuff tonight. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. I'm going to put up a post about it. Peace.